Hello, students. Welcome back in this week once again with a small portion of the grammar section from your workbook Springs. The topic of today's class is question tag. Then, the first question itself is, what is a question tag? Question tag, also known as tag questions. Okay. So tag questions, or also known as question tags, are many questions that we often put at the end of a sentence and turn that statement into a question. So basically, when we add a question tag to a given statement, it is just like asking the other person, am I right? Or do you agree with me on that particular statement? Just make it simple further. Just have a look at this question tag. First, we will read the given statement. Now, see, it was a good film. The question tag is, wasn't it? Now, in this sentence, wasn't it is the question tag which is underlined here. What is that it? It means the film. Okay. It was a good film, wasn't it? If I ask you, wasn't it? What will be your answer? Yes, it was a good film. Correct? So that is how we add question tag. So let's see one more example. You don't like ice cream, do you? No, I don't like ice cream, right? Now you are getting what exactly is a question tag. Here are some examples of question tags or tag questions that we generally or most commonly use. Which are they? Let's see. Are you? Was she? Do you? Did she? Have I? Had they? Will you? Should I? Must not he? Won't she? Had not we? Haven't they? Did not he? Don't they? Wasn't he? Isn't it? You might have come across these tag questions many a times. Now we will just have a look how we are going to use them. Now see how to form the question tags. Okay. Tag questions are made using an auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb is the verb form of be or have. Okay. As we go through the sentences further, you will understand. And also we use a subject pronoun. For example, I, you, he, she, it, they, etc. Okay. Now the two basic rules that you have to remember while you are forming tag questions or question tags is that, firstly, if the given statement is negative, then the tag must be positive. If the given statement is positive, then the tag must be negative. Secondly, the tense of the tag is determined by the tense of the auxiliary or the modal verb of the statement that precedes it. Precedes means comes in front of, before. Okay. Then what is the function or what is the purpose of a question tag? Why we should add a question tag? Why do we need a question tag? We add the question tag generally to verify that something has been understood. Okay. Sometimes to confirm that an action has occurred. Sometimes verify if the other person agrees with the statement. And sometimes to check out the information that we think we know is true. That is what I told you in the very first slide. Agree or do you agree with me? That is how I ask in the form of a question tag. We saw that example. You don't like ice cream. Do you? So you disagree with it. No, I don't like it. Sorry, you agree with that statement. Yes, you don't like the ice cream. Right. Now, here are some examples. Let us see. You haven't seen this film, have you? See, there is a statement which says you have not seen this film. Now, the tag added is have you. The two things you should remember and understand here are in the given statement, haven't, have not means the given statement is a negative statement. Okay, so the tag added to it is a positive. Have you? See, haven't, have. Negative, positive. You haven't seen this film, have you? Understanding, students? See, the given statement is negative statement, so the tag is positive. Let's see another example. She is a doctor, isn't she? Now the given statement is a positive statement. She is a doctor. Tag added to it is isn't she? So here we are verifying the information that we think is true. That's what I had told you in the last previous slide, correct? Yes. Let's see one more example. He isn't here. Is he? No, he is not here. Isn't means is not, correct? Again, the given statement is negative, tag is positive. Take one more example. I do not need to finish this today. Do not abbreviated, we generally read don't. I don't need to finish this today. Do I? No, I don't need to finish this today. So generally, when the tag is added, we get the same given statement as the answer to the tag again. Getting it? Right. See, I don't need to finish this today. Given statement is negative. The tag added is positive. Let's take one more example. John eats cheese. Doesn't he? Yes, he does. John eats cheese. Positive statement. Tag added negative. Doesn't he? Abbreviated form. Does not he? Right. Take one more example. The bus stop is over there. Isn't it? Given statement positive. Added tag negative. One more example. They could hear me. Couldn't they? Couldn't is abbreviated form of could not they, right? They could hear me. Couldn't they? Given statement positive, tag added negative. Here is a worksheet for you, my dear students. Please read the sentences carefully and write down their answers in your grammar notebooks. Put a question tag at the end of each sentence. Okay? Shall I do the first one for you? Fine. You don't like this music. Given statement, you don't like this music. Don't, negative. You don't like this statement. I'm sorry. You don't like this music. Do you? Should be your question tag. You don't like this music. Do you? Is the answer that you are going to write in the blank. I hope the two rules that you have to follow while solving the exercise of adding a question tag is clear to you. Which are those two? Let us summarize quickly. Firstly, if the given sentence is negative, then the tag added should be positive. If the given statement is positive, then the tag added should be negative. While adding question tags, we use pronouns like I, you, he, she, it, they. Okay? So I hope by now you will be able to solve this simple exercise of 10 sentences by adding question tag to each of the sentence that you can read here. Write them down in your notebooks and practice more from your workbook, and try to find more and more examples to solve. All the best. Thank you.